Yo, what's up guys, it's Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys this new best anti-meta deck in Clash Royale right now. So there's a player number 5 in the world, which is a Graveyard player, and he's using this interesting Graveyard Cycle deck. It reminds me kind of like a Goblin Jill Cycle deck, Miner Poison Cycle deck, but instead of having Joe or Miner, he's actually using it with a Graveyard Locust, mainly because in the current meta there's so many P.E.K.K.A decks, and of course Locust is great to knock back, for example, Battle Ram, Ram Rider, and just in general it's one of the best cards in the game. So we're gonna be playing it on my main account. Let's see how we can do with this Graveyard deck, but I'm pretty sure we should be able to secure a lot of victories in today's video, just because of how solid this deck looks. Like, just by looking at it, I feel like it already shows how strong it's gonna be. Let's see if we can actually, get some good matchups, get some good games, but I think we should be able to. I'm pretty confident, we can get it. Okay, let's in the meantime set up a Tesla here. He does go with a Dark Prince. I guess I'm gonna go guards here to surround the Dark Prince, and he does have the Cannoneer, which is actually amazing for us because of course Cannoneer is not great against the Graveyard, so I think we should be able to, hopefully get a good amount of value, good amount of damage with our Graveyard. So it looks like he goes for a Sparky. Man, I'm not sure if this is too aggressive, but considering that he has a Cannoneer, considering that he just used the Zap, okay, he does have a Mother Witch. That's kind of unfortunate for us because the Mother Witch is, of course, one of the best counters against the Graveyard. So as you guys can see, the Mother Witch is already able to spawn in a lot of Royal Hogs. The good thing for us is that the Poison plus the Demolisher was able to get a lot of damage on top of all the troops there. So I don't think we need to overspend too much here. I think the most important thing is going to be dealing with the Sparky. Dark Prince in this situation is going to get a lot of damage. Not sure if I would have gone with the Knight and then afterwards guards would have been a better decision. But I guess anyways, it's still a winnable situation. But that's unlucky facing Mother Witch the first game in playing Graveyard, because Mother Witch is probably the best counter against Graveyard. So I think we're going to be very careful in this matchup. I think most likely we're going to play very defensive, and then afterwards at some point when we either have a lot of units on the field or where we know that we can probably get a lot of damage because like the Mother Witch is out of cycle or something like that. But besides that, I think we need to play very patiently. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do next. He's probably gonna drop a tank, I would say, in front. Yeah, exactly, a tank in front of the Sparky. Let's go with a Demolisher here in the meantime, and let's, I guess, go with a Poison here. Okay, let's see. So the Tesla is gonna pull the Goblin Giant. Let's go with guards here to try and distract the Sparky, and let's go with a Knight as well, just to make sure. Honestly, that Spark is always so scary, man. I don't want to risk it, shooting the Demolisher and the tower at the same time. I'd rather just go with, okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Let's cycle Ice Spirit in the meantime, and let's cycle Demolisher here towards the right side. Okay, so what is gonna be key here? I think I'm gonna set up the Tesla for sure, because he's most likely gonna pressure with the Sparky. Let's go with a lock here onto the right side lane to try and take care of the shield of the Dark Prince, and then I'm just gonna cycle. I guess I'm gonna cycle guards, knowing that he's probably, I was about to say, knowing that he's probably gonna try and pressure us here. Okay, let's go with guards. Let's then go with the Knight up high. Let's wait a little bit to see whatever he's gonna do. Looks like he does go with the Rage spell. Let's go with the Ice Spirit here to freeze the Sparky, and I think that should be able to get taken care of very easily with the Demolisher and the what's it called? Okay, let's go with a lock here once again. So man, this is kind of awkward because we just can't really go in for the Graveyard, but I think at some point we might be able to to cycle. So let's go with a Knight here up high. Let's go with a Poison as well. I'm gonna go with a Demolisher, trying to help take care of the Goblin Giant, take care of the Dark Prince, and exactly this is the moment where I'm talking about. This is the moment we are looking for. Why? Because he uses the Mother Witch, and we just know that we should go in as soon as the Mother Witch is out of cycle. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna go with Graveyard. I'm gonna go with guards, knowing that the Mother Witch is out of cycle. That is exactly what we are looking for as the Graveyard player. So it's always very important. Be patient. Don't try to go with a Graveyard into the Mother Witch. You just know it's not gonna get as much damage as it is, for example, in this situation. So nice. With that push, with that damage, we're actually back into the game, guys. We're back into the game. Let's see what he's gonna do next. Looks like he goes with a Sparky. Let's go with a Tesla. And I think I'm gonna have to block the Sparky shot here by going Knight, because if not, the Demolisher is just gonna die. And instead, the Demolisher here is actually very helpful. Get to take care of the Goblin Giant, especially the evil Goblin Giant. He should also be able to take care of the Goblins pretty easily. And then let's wait a little bit to see what he does. Okay, let's go with Ice Spirit here. I think I'm gonna go Graveyard, even though we know that he has the Mother Witch, but we have the Demolisher available and we have the Poison available. Nice. Okay, let's go with Poison. Should be able to take care of the Mother Witch pretty easily. I'm gonna go with a lock here as well, and I'm gonna go with a Demolisher. Okay, nice. Looking really very good right now. As you guys can see, we have such a solid defense, and that is what I really like about this deck. Like, even though the Graveyard itself It's also a very solid win condition. What I really like about this deck as well is that it has such a solid defense. Like, for example, now, even though he has Mother Witch, we're gonna take care of the Royal Hogs very easily. Like, we can just poison the Mother Witch, we can lock back all the troops, the Demolisher is still alive as well, we can just go in for another Graveyard. And as you can see, even though he has Mother Witch, even though he has a lot of, very good counters against the Graveyard, we are still able to secure the victory here. Let's go with a poison. Graveyard in the meantime is also stacking up onto the left side tower, and we are able to secure the first victory. Very nice W, even though we were kind of unlucky facing Mother Witch, but that's exactly how to play against it. Okay, let's go guys, hope we get to game number 2, so very nice W there to start off today's video. Let's see if we can keep it up, and once again, against another Cannoneer player. I feel like Cannoneer in the current meta is just very strong, very solid, so that's why also Graveyard in this case is a good option as an anti-meta deck. And also just in general, I feel like this deck does very good against the strongest meta decks, which are at the moment probably like P.E.K.K.A, which I think we're facing right now, by the way. Besides P.E.K.K.A, there's just a lot of different decks out there, like for example Mortar Bait, some Cycle decks, but I feel like against all those type of decks we should be at least having a decent chance of beating it. I'm not saying that we hard counter and should win like 10 out of the 10 times against P.E.K.K.A. We should win all the times we play against, I don't know, it could be any type of meta decks, but I do want to say that this deck, just by looking at it, as I said before, it has a very solid defense. Okay, let's go with a Knight here to the same lane as the Phoenix. I think that this is P.E.K.K.A, by the way. I'm not completely sure, but definitely looking like a P.E.K.K.A deck to me. And I guess we're just gonna have to cycle, be patient, kind of gather information, and then at some point, if he overcommits, or if we can know, or if we know that we can kind of punish him, that is when I would like to go with the Graveyard. In the meantime, I'm just gonna cycle. Looks like the Bennett unfortunately was able to take care of the Demolisher, but I guess it's fine. Let's in the meantime set up the Tesla. And should I go with guards here? Man, I don't think we should, to be honest, because I'm like 90% sure. Did he just zap? I guess he thinks that we have skeletons, because he zapped like here in the middle, predicting skeletons. Let's in the meantime cycle Knight towards the right side lane. Unfortunately, right as we cycle the Knight, he does cycle the Phoenix, and we don't really have a great way of dealing the Phoenix, so that's an unfortunate timing, but I guess it's fine. And let's in the meantime just cycle Demolisher here. Okay, he does go with a Bandit. I think he was expecting us to go with a Graveyard. As I said before, with this deck, I always like to play patiently. We sometimes can go in aggressive, but I would say overall, definitely, play patient. But now, seeing that the Poison is out of cycle, I'm actually going to go in for a Graveyard plus Guards push, because of course the Poison is one of the direct counters against Graveyard. Knowing that he now doesn't have it in cycle is a great moment to try and pressure here. Okay, so he actually has Mega Knight. I was thinking that this is gonna be P.E.K.K.A, but the Mega Knight in this situation, I guess it's also very defendable for us. Instead of the guards being one of the most important cards, it's actually gonna be the Knight being one of the most important cards. Okay, let's go with Knight here. Let's go with guards as well. I'm gonna go with a lock here on defense. Do we need to go with another Tesla? I think we might have to. Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe the Tesla wasn't even necessary, because the evolved Tesla, like the Electro Pulse with the Goblin Demolisher splash damage, is just so strong. But I guess it's fine. We can use the Tesla here anyways against, for example, this push, which is going right now with the Ghost and the Bandit. Okay, let's see though. I think we might even... No, I don't think we should go in. I was about to say we might even be able to go in into the Mega Knight, but honestly, it's an evolved Mega Knight. We are not in a rush. I guess at this point you just gotta kind of play it safe here. Okay, let's go with a Demolisher. He does go with Ghost plus a Ram Rider into the left side lane. I think we should be fine though. We have the Ice Spirit. We have the guards here on defense. Guards should be able to DPS down the Ram Rider together with the Cannoneer. As you guys can see, very solid defense so far. Okay, I think we can go in for the Graveyard once again. He does have the Poison in cycle, but honestly, that's fine. We can just force out the Poison here, and then we can go with another Demolisher at the bridge. Let's go with a lock here as well. And I think we should pretty much have this this win secured, unless something crazy happens. But I think with the double Demolisher situation, with another Graveyard here, we should be able to get a lot of damage. And as well, we have such a solid defense, guys. Like, I'm telling you, our defense is so solid against any type of Bridge Fam deck, P.E.K.K.A, Mega Knight. It doesn't matter. This guy is not gonna break through our defense. So once again, very solid victory, very nice game. See you guys soon with game number 3. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into game number 3. And once again, against Cannoneer, I'm telling you, pretty much everyone is running Cannoneer. We are also running Cannoneer, but honestly, if we do end up facing Graveyard, we have good counters. We have Poison, we have Lock, we have, just in general, a solid deck against spammy type of decks and against Graveyard decks. But many people, even if they use Cannoneer, sometimes they do not have the best counter against Graveyard. Or even if they do, like for example Mother Witch, like for example Poison, you should be able to work around it like we did in game number 1 and in game number 2. Okay, so, ooh, this might actually be Graveyard against Graveyard. I'm not completely sure. but this is looking like a splash yard deck to me, right? I guess we can go with a graveyard here. Yeah, I think this is splash yard, guys. Let's go with a graveyard. We're probably gonna force out the poison defensively, so that's fine. Sometimes the poison, or excuse me, sometimes the graveyard still gets a little bit of damage even if they go with a poison, and in general it's just yeah, good to try and get the damage going and also force out the poison defensively. I guess that's also pretty good for us. Okay, so the question here is, should we go with guards or should we go with poison defensively? I think the answer is gonna be, when he has poison available, maybe we should poison on defense. When he doesn't have poison available, I think we can perfectly go with the guards defensively. So for example, now if he goes in for a graveyard, I think we should just go with a poison, because he might go with an offensive poison, giving a lot of value with the guard. So in this situation, I guess the best idea or the best kind of play was indeed the poison defensively, but we need to be very careful when he doesn't have the poison available. If he doesn't have it, I think we can go with guards. If he does have it, I think the safest bet, the safest play is to just go get with the what's it called? With the poison defensively. Okay, let's cycle Tesla once again. I think it's gonna be important to cycle the evolution Tesla. In some situations it can save us against maybe a graveyard push, maybe a big push from him with like the Knight plus Baby Dragon. I think Evo Tesla in general is just a very solid evolution to have available on defense always. Okay, let's go with a Knight here into his Knight. I think he does have the Evo Bomber available, so I'm kind of afraid of that. I think he might go with Evo Bomber now. Yeah, I was about to say that. Okay, let's go with the guards. Let's go with the Evo Tesla. He is able to get a lot of damage. Man, I should not have played the Knight there. Knowing that he has Evo Bomber, why do I still go with the Knight there? But I guess it's fine. We still should be able to potentially get the W here. Let's go with the graveyard. Let's go with Demolisher offensively as well. We should be able to get some graveyard damage because he does not have the poison available. And the graveyard, of course, against Cannoneer is, yeah, just such a strong card. So as you guys can see, such a good amount of damage dealt already to his right side tower. Let's in the meantime go with Ice Spirit. Let's cycle Tesla, and I'm gonna go with poison defensively, knowing that he does have his poison available. I don't wanna risk it. So he once again goes with a poison offensively, kind of aggressive by him, to be honest. We should be able to go in for a graveyard here and hopefully get once again a decent amount of damage with the graveyard. He does go with a Baby Dragon, he does go with a Knight, and hopefully for us we get some good RNG, some luck with the skeleton spawns. But it looks like we don't have the best luck. Looks like he is able to defend it kind of well. Let's go with a Tesla defensively. Let's go with Ice Spirit. And I'm gonna go with a poison here. Okay, let's see. Let's go with a Knight to distract the Baby Dragon just to make sure. Let's go with a graveyard here offensively as well. And hopefully we can get some luck with the graveyard. Man, graveyard against graveyard, honestly, is all about RNG. Like, look at that. He uses the poison defensively, and we were still able to get a lot of damage. Like, do you guys see what I mean? Like, in some situations, it's crazy how RNG it can be. Okay, let's go with a Tesla. He's probably gonna go in for the Bomber, so I want to go with guards here on defense. And if he goes in for the poison, we should be able to get the graveyard going. Nice, that's a good decision. Let's go with graveyard here as soon as possible. He does go in for the Bomber. Bomber is not able to get a shot, and I think that should be, I don't want to say good game, but man, what does he have to defend right now? He goes for the Ice Wizard. Is Ice Wizard even enough? I don't think so. As you guys can see, it's not gonna be enough. 100 HP left, 86 HP left, and the Demolisher is able to splash on the Knight and take down the tower at the same time. Very close matchup. Honestly, graveyard against graveyard, in my opinion, sometimes is very, yeah, luck-based, but I guess in general we did a pretty good job at defending while also attacking. So far looking pretty good. I think that's the third win already. Yeah, we got 3 victories already. Let's see if we can get some more. Okay, let's go, guys. Hope we get to game number 4. So far looking very solid. I'm having a lot of fun with this deck, and it's definitely yeah, really solid deck in the meta right now. Okay, looks like this guy does start off kind of aggressive with the Hog Rider. I'm gonna go Knight just in case he goes with like an Earthquake or something. But it looked like he doesn't have an Earthquake, or at least he didn't want to go with it, and he does call the good game. So he's not too happy about seeing that we have the Tesla. It looks like, I think this is gonna be 2.6, right? After seeing Hog Rider, yeah, this is definitely gonna be 2.6. He's probably gonna go in for the Hog Rider on the left side lane. So let's go with a poison, let's go with a lock, and I'm just at this point gonna go with guards, trying to avoid the Hog Rider from getting too much damage. It does get one connection, which of course is a decent amount of damage for him, but I think overall, especially in single elixir, is where he's gonna outcycle us, is where he's gonna get the damage, and then slowly but surely in double, and even if we reach triple elixir, it should be way better for us. Okay, knowing that it's 2.6, he's most likely gonna have Fireball. No point of us cycling into the left side lane. He's just gonna, or not with the Demolisher, I mean, like the Knight. I doubt that he's gonna cycle the Knight. We can cycle the Knight in the left side lane, but I don't want to give him Fireball value with, in this case, the Demolisher, because Demolisher, Fireballing the Demolisher is actually a good play. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in for the Graveyard. He does have the Evil Skeletons, I believe, so let's have the Poison ready. Looks like he doesn't use the Graveyard there, so he actually Goes with the skeletons down below. We can just lock on top of the skeletons and then wait a little bit to see whatever he's gonna drop. I don't think I need to Tesla here. I think the guards plus the cannoneer will be able to take care of the Hog Rider, and the guards are also gonna get a little bit of damage on top of the musketeer. Okay, we do have to be careful because I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say that I don't know if the tower, the cannoneer, is gonna target the ice column or the musketeer. It was looking like it's gonna target the musketeer, but sometimes, yeah, you always need to be careful because if not, you might take like 1 or 2 musketeer shots because the cannoneer does kind of shoot slowly. Okay, so definitely an interesting situation. I would say that this matchup, maybe a hard matchup in single elixir because he outcycles you so easily, but I think from double elixir and forward, we should be able to get really good attacks and also just slowly but surely get a good amount of damage with the poisons. And like for example now, I'm not even using the Tesla because I don't really need to. Like I much rather use guards, which is 1 elixir less, and then afterwards he's also gonna have to respond to the guards instead of going Tesla. Of course, now if he goes with Hog Rider, I'm definitely gonna go with Tesla, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like sometimes it's better to use the troops to defend instead of going with the building always, because it's not always necessary. Like if you have guards available, honestly just go with the guards because the guards are a great unit against the Hog Rider, and you also should be able to get value afterwards, either like by forcing out, for example, elixir from the opponent, or in some situations by getting a little bit of damage on maybe a tube, a tower, whatever. Okay, let's go with a demolish here in the meantime. Let's see what he's gonna do. Looks like he does go with a split push. Let's go with lock here. Let's go with guards on defense. Hog Rider might be able to get 1 shot. Yeah, looks like it is able to get 1 shot, but I think we should be fine. Let's go in with a knight. Let's go in with a graveyard. He spent kind of a lot of elixir there, so let's see if we're able to punish him now. Nice, okay. Let's go with a lock here to try and take care of the cannon. Maybe we can get the skeletons to lock onto the tower. As you guys can see, skeletons stacking up, getting so much damage. I don't even see how much damage we were getting because he was just spamming the wall plate. I'm gonna give him a good game. Honestly, pretty good matchup for us. As I said before, be careful in single elixir, but as long as he doesn't get like an insane amount of single elixir, he should not be able to defend your graveyard pushes, especially because we just have such a solid defense. I'm telling you guys, this deck is low-key one of the best anti-meta decks right now. We're doing great. Let's see if we can finish today's video with 1 more victory. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into the last match of today's video. So far, perfect video, perfect win streak. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, this deck is definitely really solid and really fun to play with as well. Hopefully you guys are also enjoying watching today's video. By the way, thank you guys so much for all the support recently, and also make sure that if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I do really appreciate everyone subscribing. And then also, I never really mentioned it in videos, but if you guys are interested in getting me on your friend list, you can actually become a member, like get the membership on the channel, and then by doing so you can add me in your friend list. Okay, let's go with guards here to take care of the knight. Looks like he does go with a lock. He doesn't have poison and he doesn't have lock and cycle. I actually want to go with a graveyard right now. Okay, let's see what he does. Okay, looks like he does go okay, I think I'm gonna go knight and then I'm gonna go lock here. Man, not the best graveyard by me. I was like, he doesn't have lock and cycle, he doesn't have poison and cycle. Let's go in for the graveyard, but that was way too aggressive because this guy actually runs the guards, and the guards in that situation are amazing because they just deal very well with the graveyard. So really big mistake by me already in this match. Let's see if we can, how do you say, make a comeback here and hopefully not make that mistake cost us the match. I mean, honestly, so far he was able to deal a lot of damage, but we kind of divided the damage, so that's a good thing for us. And I think overall we also saw it in game number, I think it was game number 3, where in single elixir we took a little bit of damage or quite a lot of damage, and then slowly but surely make the comeback. Okay, let's set up a Tesla. Looks like he does go for the Goblin Drill. I'm gonna go with guards here to try and take care of the Goblin Drill as good as possible. And let's see what he's gonna do next. What is his evolutions, by the way? I didn't really pay attention. One is definitely the Goblin Drill, but does he have Evil Tesla? Does he have Evil Bomber? I honestly didn't really get paid that much attention to the second evolution, but the first one is definitely gonna be the Goblin Drill. Okay, let's go with a Knight, let's go with the Ice Spirit, let's go with the Demolisher here as well. Is he gonna go in for the Evil Goblin Drill, or what is he gonna try? Okay, let's go in for the Graveyard. I think we should be able to get a good amount of value from the Graveyard here. Let's go with a Knight as well, and let's see how he's gonna deal with both the Knight plus the Demolisher push and the Graveyard at the same time. Let's in the meantime go with the Ice Spirit here on defense, let's go with another Demolisher on offense. And we are able to get a decent amount of damage on the left side tower, and the Demolisher exploding there is also huge for us because of course that's a good amount of damage on his left side tower. Okay, let's go with a Graveyard. Let's see if he's gonna give us value with the poison. I guess we don't really need to. I'd rather just keep the elixir for now, make sure that we defend his Goblin Drill, and then afterwards, if necessary, we could always poison. I guess now we can, knowing that we're up a little bit of elixir, knowing that we have the Tesla ready to defend any type of push he's gonna drop. we should be able to be fine here. Let's go with guards. Let's have the lock ready. I'm gonna go lock as soon as the goblin spawns and gets closer to the tower. I think we should be pretty good right now. Let's go with the demolisher here into the right side lane. He's probably gonna try and pressure us at some point, so I'm just gonna keep enough elixir to defend. Let's wait a little bit. Let's have the knight ready. Let's go with the knight now. He does go for the poison. Okay, that's really good for us. We can actually go with the graveyard plus the poison. Whatever he's gonna drop, poison should be able to get value. And I'm gonna lock here as well just to cycle and get a little bit more chip damage as well. Okay, nice. 600 HP left on his left side tower, 450 HP left on his left side tower, and I think at this point we just need to cycle to another graveyard, get the graveyard, maybe 1 or 2 shots, and then with the poison and the lock we should be able to secure the victory. We need to be careful here, but I think we should be fine. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go with the demolisher. I'm gonna go with graveyard on defense. We do need to be careful with this bomber, but we can go with the lock as well, and I think we should be fine here. Nice. Look at the knight on the right side in the meantime. Man, what is even happening in this match? I feel like I didn't even play this that well. But I think we should be securing the victory with the poison. That goblin is definitely not gonna deal enough damage to take down our right side tower. So kind of a strange match to end today's video. Honestly, not the best gameplay on my part, but we still secured the victory. So it shows that even if you're not playing perfectly, you can still get a victory, secure a victory with this deck. So honestly, really fun deck, really fun video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Nice 5-0 with this anti-meta graveyard cycle deck. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.